Hi friends, I am Ila Rastogi from class 10th A, Roots International School, Noorpur. Today we are discussing a quite interesting poem, A Tiger in the Zoo, which is written by Leslie Norris. He was John Leslie Norris. George Leslie Norris was born on 21 May 1921 in Myford, South Wales. By age 12, Leslie knew he wanted to be a poet, and he went to listen to acclaimed poets like Dylan Thomas and Vernon Watkins. Norris published his first poem in 1938, and by 1943 he published his first book of poetry. George Leslie Norris was a prize-winning Welsh poet and short story writer. He taught at academic institutions in Britain and the United States, including Brigham Young University. Norris is considered one of the most important Welsh writers of the post-war period, and his literary publications have won many prizes. Theme of the poem. This poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. Identify which stanzas speak about the tiger in the zoo and which ones speak about the tiger in the jungle. A tiger in the zoo. He stalks in his vivid strips, the few steps of his cage, and paths of velvet quiet in his quiet race. Stanza 1 says, the tiger moves up and down with brightly colored strips on his body. He walks quietly on his velvet pads and races because he knew full well that he was helpless here. Stanza 2, he should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Stanza 2 means the poet is filled with pity. He says that the poor tiger should have been in its natural habitat. Then at the night he would have hidden to hunt lying in the shade, slowly and quietly through the grass there near the watering. Stanza 2, he should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Stanza 2 means the poet is filled with pity. He says that the poor tiger should have been in its natural habitat. Then at the night he would have hidden to hunt lying in the shade, slowly and quietly through the grass there near the watering hole. He would expect some flesh deer to pass that way. Stanza 3, he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Stanza 3 says, here the poet imagines the situation when the tiger fails to find any prey in its natural habitat. They say that the tiger should make a low noise in the throat to show anger at the edge of the forest near a village. Walking around, he must have been showing his white fangs and his claws, and he terrorized the villagers. Here the poet hints that if we destroy the natural habitat of tigers or wild animals, they will be forced to move to our cities and villages to find their food. Stanza 4, but he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Stanza 4 means the poet sees a tiger locked in a concrete cell in the zoo, his power imprisoned behind bars. He walks up and down in his cage and ignores visitors. Stanza 5, he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Stanza 5th says, Tiger hears the noise of a group of patrolling cars and stares at the bright stars with his dazzling eyes. Message of poetry. The message conveyed by the poem is that just like humans, animals too long for freedom and do not like being caged. Wild animals should be in their natural habitat.